Anybody else want to
I was
jump
going
in
to
this?
finish
Okay, go ahead, Dero. I'll wait.
This
the
is good stuff,
last
man,
script,
by the way. Excellent.
the last scripture I had,
Okay. Pull it up. Go
which
ahead.
was which were you at? You were at it. It was Philippians 2,
All right.
starting in 5.
I'm telling you, Philippians 2 is a go-to, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is great.
and I'm gonna give you my thought on it.
What verse?
Starting in 5, and I'm gonna go to 7.
Okay, go ahead.
Let this mind be in you, which was also in Messiah Yahushua, who being in the form of God, did not consider it robbery or regarded to be equal with God, but made himself of no reputation, taking the form of a bondservant, and coming in the likeness of men. Now, if man was made in the image, he wouldn't have to come in the likeness of man because he was already the likeness of man. So therefore, Yahusha is the likeness of Yahuwah, who end up becoming the likeness of man.
I love your attempt, but this is what they're going to say. You have a misunderstanding of our belief, D-Rail. We don't believe that Yahusha was already in the image of a man because before he was born, he was a spiritual being. I don't know if they're going to call him divine or not, but he was a spiritual being. He was a heavenly being, which is not human. So that's what
So
they're.
being in the form of God wouldn't that mean he's in the form?
I actually want to go into that by going to the Unitarian website. It's one of the goals I wanted to do today, actually, and you're segueing us right into it. I'll wait to see what Anthony has to say as well, but the Unitarian website has verses, common verses that people use against them, and Philippians 2 is one of them. That was the article I was reading with my wife, I think like yesterday. And so we will go to that passage so you can see how they interpret this passage, and we will expose how they're falsely interpreting this passage.
Cool.
All right, but this is a good one. Philippians 2 is actually excellent. But we'll save that. We're going to table that so you can see how they respond to your bringing that up, and then we got to figure out how to respond back to them and say, no, here's where you're messing up. Okay, but Anthony,
Praise Yah.
yeah, it's good stuff.
So this one's coming from Hinata.
Okay.
Isaiah
Right,
chapter 9, verse 6.
All right. Isaiah 9, good chapter. Verse 6. You want to read that, Anthony?
Sure.
Go ahead.
For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government will be upon his shoulders, and his name will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Everlasting Father.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead. You want to give an explanation? Let Hinata break it down.
Queria saber o que eles falam sobre qual a explicação dos arianos.
So she wants to know, how would an Aryan try to explain this? Like, how could they explain this?
All right, so we'll go into this one as well. Hopefully we'll have time.
I got one.
I bet you, here, look. Site. This is where I've gone in my years of studying this. I go to two major places, biblicalunitarian.com and the Jehovah's Witnesses website. This is where I get what they believe. And then in addition to that, I listen to debates, okay? I listen to a lot of debates on YouTube.
Yeah, have some peanut comments about what I, in my mind, is I look to that faith and I wonder how many members even understand what Arianism is and that their religion came from that sect.
Yep, agreed. But on their website, they have at the top verses, and this is a good place to start, but they also have in the right corner a tab that can open up so you can do a search for any passage you want and to see what they have to say about those passages. Okay, so no tricks here. I'm not trying to talk for them or gossip about them. I'm leading people right now to the source of my enemies. Okay, because I have no shame Now, you better pray. Those of you out there better pray and make sure you're prayed up before you go to this website and study. If you have any question, if you think something here is actually very true, that's causing you to deny Yahusha, email me. I'm inviting you to email me and ask me the question, so to at least give me an opportunity to show you why they're wrong before you start believing what's on this website. Because that's not my goal, is for you to have a stumbling block by this website. Okay, you contact me or somebody else that's a oneness believer or whatnot, but at least give me a chance. Okay, but I'm gonna go to their verses, click on the verses,